Your homework assignment was to pick what you wanted for an ideal 11 against Mexico. And you actually have, Herc, Christian Pulisic in the starting 11, despite the fact that last week on this show, you were preaching that you needed to manage his minutes.
Correct.
What happened?
Manage his minutes, Seb. You know how you manage those minutes in a controlled setting? If he's allowed to start, it's a proper preparation to start the game. The warm-up, the therapy, it's a controlled environment. It's not coming off the bench. It's not you have 10 minutes to go in and then you go in on the fly and you maybe burn a sub after making a sub. No, it's much more of a controlled environment. If you're an injured player coming back, this is the environment you want to get into. A start. It's controlled. So he goes in, he slots in on the left. Pepe Aronson. It's very easy to me. That's no problem right there. McKennie, Adams, Musa. That's the trident you want in that center of the midfield. Very dynamic. They're going to need to be dynamic. And then out wide on the back, you've got Anthony Robinson, more than earned his spot. You've got Chris Richards, who I think has done very well, impresses me even more and more. Miles Robinson, who I think is a mainstay right now. Nobody's taking that away from him. And then here it is, Joe Scally. You run with Joe Scally. You're not afraid to use Joe Scally. Joe Scally is one of your most informed players. Not informed right backs, informed players of the moment. You take that for what it's worth, and you trot out this lineup.
So real quick on Christian Pulisic, he's literally played 21 minutes all this week. That's the entirety of what he's played since that game on September 9th against Honduras. But the other part of this homework assignment for you was not what you wanted to see, but what you thought Greg Berhalter would pick. And you did think that he would do some things differently to you, one of which was you don't think that he will start Christian Pulisic. You think he'll go with Paul Arriola. You also think he'll insert these three. Reggie Cannon at right back, Mark McKenzie into the center defense instead of Chris Richards, and Gianluca Busio, who is coming off a really good performance for Venezia against Roma, into the midfield instead of Yunus Musa, who you would put into your midfield three. Why those changes? Why do you think Greg Berhalter's prone to go that route?
Well, Busio, just because of his comments and what he said about him pushing for those minutes, makes me believe he likes what he's seen out of Busio, and it's not been bad what we've seen out of Busio in Serie A with Venezia, so that could very much well happen. Parriola, if he's not going to start Christian Pulisic, is the natural selection because that's who he enjoys. He enjoys what he can get at Parriola as far as stretching and getting in behind. I think he feels that Parriola physically offers something where it's not ball to the feet but into space, and you saw against Jamaica how that can cause some problems. And as far as Mark McKenzie, Greg Berhalter has faith in his players, and I think he understands that Mark McKenzie didn't do so well last outing versus Mexico in the CONCACAF Nations League final. He actually gave the ball away, a pretty bad giveaway to the Mexican national team. Tecatito Corona right down their throats, and he scores early. I think he likes players taking ownership and giving him that opportunity of vindication. Something tells me he's going to give Mark McKenzie this opportunity. Call it a hunch, but also call it, this is what he does. It's almost habitual out of him, these type of changes.
The Reggie Cannon shout to me is an interesting one because Greg Berhalter, if anything, has proven he's willing to take a risk on really young, really inexperienced players in this qualifying cycle. No better example of that than Ricardo Pepi. So if Joe Scally's doing something along those same lines, you would think he wouldn't have a problem giving him that opportunity in a big game like this one is against Mexico. So you had a lot of homework. You had to pick all these different 11s. All I had to do is pick my ideal 11 for Mexico against the United States Friday night in Cincinnati. Now, I think this one is probably a little bit easier. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think Tata Martino has an easier job of making his choices than Greg Berhalter. Here's what I went with. Across the top, Chucky Lozano, Raul Jimenez, and Orbelin Pineda. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Tecatito is in there, and that's Tata's choice. But I don't think Tecatito has been that good, Herc, and I think Orbelin Pineda has, so I'm going to give him the start there. In midfield, HH, Edson Alvarez, those are locks. The only question is the third guy in. I went Luis Romo. We always say against the U.S. you can't get overrun. So you got to get younger. You got to get more physical in there. It was between Romo and Sebastian Cordova. I went for experience and a little more ball winning to free up Hector Herrera. Across the back, Jesus Gallardo, Hector Moreno, Johan Vazquez, and Chaca Rodriguez. I know it says C. Rodriguez there, all in front of Memo Ochoa. Of course, no Nestor Araujo. He's out on yellow card suspension. No Cesar Montes.
Injured.
He's injured as well. So what do you think of my 11, and where do you think Tata Martino might disagree?
I think he'll disagree with Pineda. Orbelin's a very good player, but Tecatito Corona, and I know he's on a slump, but Tecatito Corona's done well, and primarily against the U.S. men's national team in the past. I go back to a few years back in the Meadowlands, the new Meadowlands, where he completely wrecks Serginho Dest, assist to Javier Hernandez, one of Javier Hernandez's last goals.
Yeah, but you can't live off one play, Herc.
I'm not. Let me go on to the next play. Mark McKenzie, in their last final, the CONCACAF Nations League final, where he completely destroys them on that left-hand side, scores the very first goal of the game. Now, what I will concede with you is that's, if you will, bad streak or that bad run of form for Tecatito Corona started somewhere along the lines of Gold Cup. Coincidentally, these negotiations with Porto and his exit didn't go his way. That's where it started. And George Bello may still have Tecatito in that pocket. But this is the U.S. men's national team. Tecatito is a player, like we spoke about Linus last week, who seems to do well against this type of opponent. I would have stuck with them there. And then also in the midfield, Andres Guardado, you're taking out the captain of your team. I don't care how old he is.
Hold on. You've been retiring this guy for 4 months.
I have. I'm not Tata Martino. I have. Here's the thing. Tata Martino is not the second or third game of a window. There are only 2 this window, by the way. Okay, so you don't have to worry about his fitness. You get him in the very first game, in a big game, against an opponent that he knows very well. To take out your captain seems like a very risky move for a lot of reasons. The biggest one is if it backfires on you, that's a lot of pressure on Tata Martino. And then you mentioned the center back situation. You went with Hector Moreno, who's often injured this season, especially for the Mexican national team. And when I saw the roster the U.S. put out, the U.S. men's national team, it screamed of, because he also said it, he wants a more dynamic team. It screamed like, I want to use John Herdman's handbook, John Herdman's blueprint against Mexico in the Azteca, where Canada just ran them ragged, where it was physically they were too much. And if that's the case, Hector Moreno for pace is not the man you want there. And Johan Vazquez has played how many games with the Mexican national team, the full team? Tata Martino's had him in the stands. It seems like there are a lot of changes, too many, if I'm Tata Martino right there.
Can I make one more point about the lineup that I put forth there? Because we on this show often question whether Major League Soccer adequately prepares its U.S. players for World Cup qualifying.
Okay.
That question about Liga MX is going to get answered in this game because the 2 outside backs, Chaca Rodriguez, Jesus Gallardo, are Liga MX lifers. And if they go up against the 11 that you chose, not what you think Greg Berhalter will do, they'll be going up against Christian Pulisic and Brendan Aronson. That's going to be a real tough test for those guys, isn't it?
And I think that's what Greg Berhalter's hoping. I think he understands that the outside backs fly, and they're more involved in the attack than they really are in defending. And he understands that those 2 center backs, especially doesn't matter which one of the center midfielders is protecting them, is going to be a very slow tandem, if you will, right there. So he'll take his chances physically, but you're right. You of all people, go at Major League Soccer and its players in these FIFA fixture windows. And maybe Tata Martino, to an extent, has gone after Major League Soccer as well, because how many Major League Soccer players are playing with this Mexican national team in this FIFA fixture date? This many. Okay? Yeah. Well, now Liga MX will be on display.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.